So, the early warning signs or what to look out for: eating or sleeping too much or too little, pulling away from people and unusual activities, like say you enjoy this activity, but then later on down the a few days later, it's like, I don't feel like doing it. Or pulling away from people, which I actually do a lot, which means is that I may call someone one day and then maybe like say 10 months from now, they hear from me again. It's like, and they're like asking me, "Where have you been? It's been 10 months. It's almost like a year." It's like, you have no idea what I've been dealing with. And true story is, like, one time I actually went to one of my anime clubs, and they saw me. It was like, and I was decked out and stuff, and they said, "Hey, where you been?" It's like, "Where you been? It's been like months." And then it's like, I've been, you don't want to know. And then there's a joke with me. It's like, "Why do y'all think I'm always dead?" And then they say, "Because we haven't seen you in 6 months plus." It's like, yeah, you're right. Having low or no energy, meanings that you sleep too much, or you're like lethargic and everything. You're lethargic, or being lazy for like no good reason. Feeling numb, or like nothing matters. It's like you're just emotionally numb, and like say like maybe like some tragedy happens to you, like some family tragedies, like, oh man, your sister's in the hospital. It's like, that's an example. Having unexpected aches and pains, that can also be a sign. I actually haven't really felt that, but I bet probably some of y'all have had it. Wow, all of y'all. Okay. Feeling helpless or hopeless, that actually happens to me a lot. I actually, at times, I will feel a lot of dread in myself. I won't feel like I'll just like be in my room for like days on end, just feeling like lying awake, just hopeless, being hopeless and everything. Smoking, drinking, or using drugs more than usual. I do not have that. But I've heard some people with mental health problems, that actually does happen to them. Feeling unusually confused, forgetful, on edge, angry, upset, worried, or scared. It's like, yeah, because it's like your nerves are like working against you. You just feel like you just feels like something is going to bother you, and the smallest thing just like will just set you off in like a worrisome alert. Yeah, I could just basically say worrisome event. Yelling or fighting with family and friends. Yeah, that happens too. That'll happen. You'll just be fighting for like almost nothing, and then it could do is just been solved by you just doing the thing that they said that could have happened, that could have just been easily resolved. Also, more warning signs is experiencing severe mood swings that causes problems in relationship. That actually can happen. Yeah, I will admit that happened a little bit with in my current relationship right now. So she can my girl can vouch for it a little bit. You be giving me that side eye. Give me that side eye, girl. I'm watching you. Yeah, I'm making fun. All right, having persistent thoughts and memories you can't get out of your head. just like a it's just like a memory. It just keeps repeating itself over and over and over again, and you just can't stop replaying that memory inside your head. Hearing voices or believing things that are not there. Most, or other words, hallucinations. You might see something that's that no one else could see, or you might be hearing things from that you might think that someone is saying to you, but they are all in your head. I don't know if I should say that, but yeah, that's basically what it means. Hearing voices that are not there, or believing things that are there or there that you can see but no one else can. That's basically the definition. Think about harming yourself or others. Like an example is cutting oneself is an example of, or self-mutilation. That's an example of harming yourself, or thinking of wanting to kill your relatives or hurt your relatives or girlfriend or your significant other. That's an example. Inability to perform daily tasks like taking care of your kids or getting to work and school. Or maybe just the inability to actually, like, wanting to bathe oneself. That's an example of actually inability to perform a daily task. All right. So next slide. The types of mental health disorders. Oh, hold on. I have a list of. Hold on. Let me get my notes out. All right, so I don't really have all of them on here, but I will read them off anyway. So the types of mental health, and they are actually in alphabetical order. ADHD is defined as attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, and it is a development disorder where there are significant problems with attention, hyperactivity, or acting on impulse. That means you're like hyper all day, and you can't control yourself. You see this one shiny object, next thing you know, and then 5 seconds later you move on to the next shiniest object that you can, and you can't control that. That's basically what it means. Anxiety disorder is defined as everyone's experiencing, everyone experiences it, but when it becomes overwhelming and repeating impacts a person's life, it may be an anxiety disorder. I would say, let's see. Okay. What's an example? Anxiety. Panic is actually is a form of anxiety. I can't remember. Autism. Okay, this one's not on here, but I printed it out anyway. It's called autism. Autism spectrum disorder is a developmental disorder that makes it difficult to socialize or communicate with others. What the deuce? Damn it, Slack. Damn it, Slack. Okay, so I was on autism. So it basically makes it harder for people to communicate with one person who's having autism. Like, what's an example? They have a problem socializing. They have a problem like with behavior. They have a problem with speech sometimes. That's actually an example of autism. Bipolar disorder, it causes dramatic highs and lows in a person's mood, energy, and ability to think clearly. Okay, an example of bipolar disorder is basically being high, emotionally, not on drugs, and then the next day you just feel like super low. You could be high, you can be emotionally high, but then you could be emotionally low the next day, and then at some point, and then like maybe a couple of days later, you'll be like really super high, and then maybe like another day later, you'll be like really low. So that's an example. Um, Borderline personality disorder. Borderline personality is characterized by severe unstable mood swings, impulses, and instability, poor self-image, and stormy relationships. Um, okay, I'm gonna ask for audience help. Can anyone give me like an example of borderline personality disorder? Yes, you.
A lot of people I've met with borderline personality disorder, even with their actions sometimes are really like out of character of what they call
Mm-hmm.
together, where they'll basically just get in a mood where everything pisses them off, everything's black and white, and like, you know, everything is either all the way good or all the way bad, and it doesn't necessarily have to have the same amount of manic energy in the decision-making process that bipolar disorder can have,
Mm-hmm.
but it's much more just like, and then like after they're done with that period of time where they're having that very reflective thinking, they're able to recognize and be like, oh my god, why the fuck was I acting like that?
Yeah.
Like,
Okay. Yeah, that's a very good. That's very good. Thank you for that. So I'm just gonna read them off. Depression basically means you're like sad all day. Uh, Dissociative disorders affects a person's memory. Early psychosis is or psychosis difficult to it makes them difficult. It makes them hard to wonder what is real and what's not. You know, they think they're like some like magical character and they're not. Um, let's see. I'm gonna just read the ones I have on here. PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. Y'all know what PTSD is. Basically, the military people have that. Or I can actually give an example of how I have PTSD and how I'm dealing with it. I can't get on bikes or mopeds nowadays because I cannot because I was in an accident and me getting on a bike is kind of traumatizing because I was in an accident and I hurt myself and that's like that gives me problems. I had night sweats. I would wake up in the middle of the night in nightmares. I would actually clench my leg to actually see if it's still there, and that's also that's an example. Um, Schizoaffective disorder is characterized primarily by symptoms of schizophrenia, such as hallucinations, delusions, and symptoms of a mood disorder, such as depressive or manic episodes. What that means is that you can have hallucinations. You think something's there. Basically, it's basically. Let me go back. Is basically hearing voices or believing things that are not true or and stuff like that. Um, let's see what else. Schizophrenia. Schizophrenia causes people to lose touch with reality, often in forms of hallucinations, delusions, extreme disordered thinking and behavior. That's also yeah. Go ahead.
the number one symptom of schizophrenia that is not reported anywhere is the fact that it causes motor control issues. And the other things can happen. The motor control issues and the inability to process language processes properly are the two worst symptoms of schizophrenia.
Okay.
Like that.
Okay. I did not know that. Thank you very much. All right.
Not as showy.
Okay. Okay. Now, let me get my other notes out because right now we're getting ready to show you how video games can be helpful. I just wanted to get this out of the way. So, yeah. So let me get my notes out. They're all jumbled. So, All right. Playing video games and their benefits. Cognitive behavior. Cognitive behavior. Give me a minute. I'm just trying to get cognitive behavior. I'll talk about that later. Creativity benefits. That one I can actually talk about. The creative benefits means that they can create They can create their own worlds within a video game. Like Minecraft or SimCity or The Sims. That's actually a creativity benefits. Motivational benefits, like prizes they can earn, high weapons or high weapons and whatnot. It gives them motivation. Or let's say, if there's a tough boss and they saved, but they're unable to defeat it, they can be able to. They have that motivation to go back there and try again to actually fight the boss and this time beat it. We've all had those kinds of things done to us. Emotional benefits. The emotional benefits means that they have that when you defeat the boss or you get this weapon, you feel happy, or you build this world, it makes you feel happy, and it feels like you've just achieved something, and it makes you happy. It makes you feel happy because you have a tough wielding boss. Let's say I'm gonna use a video game example, Dark Souls. Who in here has played Dark Souls? Yes. you know that emotional feeling when you defeated that high yielding boss with and that you just been plowing through all this time, and you just haven't been able to beat it. But then you get you do that one more time, and then you finally beat it, and it just feels good. It feels good. Now, social benefits. Now, I'm going to use some examples of social benefits, like Overwatch. I shouldn't even use that. I shouldn't even use that example. Who's played Overwatch in here? All right, who goes into Overwatch chats? Oh, I feel sorry for you. Yeah, but yeah, it does feel good to find a good group. I shouldn't use Overwatch as an example, but but I have another example, like WoW. Maybe WoW. WoW can be a good example. Another example, and I can't believe I'm saying this, is League of Legends. That I'm just going through what games I know that could actually almost be social.
I think you're looking at a really good example right here.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, okay, all right. Let me ask the crowd. What games do you feel that have social benefits besides Minecraft? Yeah.
MMO, because you have to actually interact with people.
Be specific.
Well, I play Guild Wars and Guild Wars 2.
Okay, Guild Wars. All right, the Guild Wars series. All right, we'll go with that.
You really have to communicate and talk with people. You have to talk with people.
Okay, another example of social benefits. And I can't believe I'm saying this, Mario Kart. Yeah. That is actually a good example as a social benefits. But you know what? I always feel bad for the person that does not want to play Rainbow Road. This guy right here. Oh yes, you go ahead. Monster Hunter, yes, another good example. Because nothing says social benefits than having to have 5+ friends just slug it out with a 100 level dragon, whatever. So yeah, that's also those are samples of social benefits, and those also another example of emotional benefits and motivational benefits. All right. Other benefits of playing video games. They produce better surgeons. Okay. Really? Really? Yeah, okay. Yeah, when I say they produce better surgeons, I mean like, okay, well, kind of like your example, but I'm using like real life example. They produce, when I say produce better surgeons, do you know that surgeons have to actually use cameras? You know they have to use like little mini cams that go in this person's body, and they have to like use a controller to like have to remote control their surgery and tools and stuff. That's really hard. That's really hard to do, and that makes them better. You know, that makes them better at what they do, and what not to do. And yes, trauma center. Oh God. Nice shameless plug. Okay. Next benefit is they may help people overcome dyslexia. Now, who knows what dyslexia is? Wow, no one? Okay. Okay, so dyslexia is just another brain problem. How can I explain it? It means that their brains function on a different level than everybody else's. Like you can draw a bike or bicycle, but they wouldn't recognize it. But if they draw it a different way, that's their way of showing that's a bicycle. So yeah, that's basically how I can explain it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Switch things around or flip them,
Yeah, like a sentence is formed one way, but their brain interprets it in a different way. Yeah.
it just like scrambles the parts
Mm-hmm.
and make it up, kind of in a just randomized way.
Yeah. Kind of like a Zelda randomizer from on Twitch. I've seen those. Those are horrible. Or even worse, Mario Maker. Oh God. Yeah. I saw you right back there. Hold on, let me check the time. Okay, good. I may have some time left. They help improve your vision because high def TVs basically, they help improve your vision. You can like see more of what's going on in the map and everything and all things around. Like one example is, I'd have to say Metal Gear Solid. I have to say, or any game that has you sneaking. You have to be really aware of your vision so that you cannot be seen. Yeah. Okay. You might get a career boost. I don't know how that happens, but I think it comes with the fact that if you could do it in a video game, you could do it in real life motivation or in anime terms, believe in the me that believes in you. Yeah, I went there. Players can become fascinated with history. Actually, that is a truism because of many of games that sometimes deals with like historical facts, facts or historical fiction. There are times where I'll even go on Google or YouTube and I will look those up. I will look up any type of historical thing that went on in the past, like. Like what? Like the Civil War or like World War One. I will because I played Battlefield and yeah, and I looked up World War One. And that was really interesting. So that was really fun to learn. They make kids physical, which is kind of true because remember the days of the Wii and Wii. Who remembers the days of the Wii? Yeah. It made kids physical or makes everybody physical. Wii tennis, Wii sports. I hate it. One of my games to hate was Wii boxing. Oh, and what you smiling for? Don't be. I know why you smiling. She can kick my ass in arms on the Switch. She will literally beat my ass in some arms. I'm watching. I will get better. I'm watching you. She will do it. You get in front of arms. Oh, she will murder you. They may slow down the aging process. Now, when they mean slow down the aging process, they talk about your brain functions. They'll keep your brain heightened during the times when you get like in your golden years, like in the 70s to the 90s. One of my favorite games I like to play that helps me with that is puzzle games. Say like Planet Puzzle League or Pokemon Puzzle League or Tetris or some weird puzzle game. Like I love this game called Luminous. Who's played Luminous? Once. It was on the PSP, so it was kind of a sleeper hit. So Luminous is a puzzle game where you have to match 4 colors in one square, and then this sliding bar would just make them disappear once you've lined 4 colors together. So, and that was actually fun. They help ease pain. I don't know. Maybe they talk about like when you come out of surgery and you still feeling pain and stuff. Maybe like if you play a long game or you concentrate hard, maybe it helps you try to ease the pain and help you block out that pain from while you're playing a video game. So maybe that's what they mean. Exactly. Yeah, mind over matter type thing. Yeah, exactly. You'll make new social connections. Yeah, as we just discussed earlier about social connections. They may improve balance in MS. Oh, multiple sclerosis. Yeah, that's a thing. I'm not really sure about that, but I included in there because multiple sclerosis isn't that where you can't really control your brain functions in your arms and legs. I don't remember. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Maybe I'm thinking of Parkinson's. I don't know. Okay, let's see let me go through everything. You'll make faster decisions. An example of that is QuickTime events. Y'all have been to QuickTime events. One of my hated QuickTime events I really hated going through was Resident Evil 4. I hated those. I hated that. Because, you have to go through your Leon, your Albert, and you just have to go through that knife fight. Oh, I hated that. Who don't? Oh, who? All right. Just to blow some time. What? Name a QuickTime event that you've been through. Anyone? Yes, you. Ew, those speed times. Ugh, I hate those. Ugh, yeah. I always miss them. I miss those. All right. Anybody else got an example of a quick time? Huh? Oh, Shenmue. I've actually seen some playthrough of that. I think I know what you're talking about. when you have to. Okay, actually, I can think of another quick time of one where y'all play Die Hard Arcade. Who's seen Die Hard Arcade? Okay, I'm gonna give you. All right, I'm gonna give you a rundown. Basically, Die Hard Arcade is not the Die Hard movie. I'll tell you that. So once you finish an area where you beat all the enemies, there's this quick time event where you're either where you're going to be running through a hallway, and there's this enemy. Just pops out of nowhere, and the button in it tells you to either punch or kick. And that's also another example of a quick time event. Another quick time event that I really hated is in the Mass Effect series. Ugh, I hate those. I hate those quick time events. All right, next, they make curb cravings. Yeah, I could actually see they can make you curb cravings because you're playing a long game. You're like so into it, and you're hungry. You're not really thinking of food. You're thinking of getting beating the boss. So yeah, they'll reduce stress, which is because let's say you've had a stressful day of work. You don't really you're like, "Argh," and then next thing you know, you pick up Street Fighter V Arcade Edition. and you just plowing through it. You just want to beat. Well, I'm just happy Sagat's not in it. That dude is OP. I hate Sagat. He was OP in Street Fighter 2, and he will always forever be OP during Street Fighter 4. I'm just happy he's not in 5. One of my favorite games to play is Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Not Infinite. That game sucks. Okay. Gamers might be less likely to bully. Well, I don't understand how that is possible, but I'm gonna look that up a little bit. So I don't know what that means. So move on. They can help address autism. Actually, yeah, actually it can address autism a little bit because wait, hold on. Here we are. Gamers using systems that incorporate the entire motion control. It helps. Yeah, it can help them with motion autism. Motion control because they can. They could be shown something and they can do it like really well once it's been shown to them, and it could be a form of communication towards them. So that would actually be a good thing for video games to help with autism. All right. With that done, I'm going to show you some motivational slides. This is stuff I found that's really that could help me out. That helps me out a little bit. Motivation. Yeah, when you feel like giving up, but then you remember Vegeta. Come on, you know it's true. It's true. Because who else is a better motivator than Vegeta? Who can think of another motivator than Vegeta? No one? Wow, that's horrible. All right, I can think of another motivator. How about Simone? Simone could actually be another motivator from Gurren Lagann. Yeah, that could also be a motivator. But after his funk with his brother, who died, and then he had to find the courage in himself and reflect on what his bro said to him. That's actually a good motivation for it. I wish I actually had it at the time, but I don't have it there. All right, next motivation. These are motivations that can help you against the void. One is creative outlet. Second one is exercise, routine, sleep, meditation, social activity, healthy diet, love, sun and air, which is always critical, humor, and therapy, which I will address at the partial end of this panel. All right, and that's basically simple. That's simple steps, simple things you can do that can help you against the void, or in the darkness that you're probably in. All right, next slide is depressive logical mistakes. Can anyone read that? Can anyone see it clearly? All right, I'm gonna just read it off. All right, depressive logical mistakes. All or nothing, deciding that falling slightly short of your goals makes you a total failure. That's depressive mistakes. That's a depressive mistake because it doesn't make you a total failure. It just means that you just made it halfway, but at least you did it. At least you did it, and you should feel good that you did it, and you accomplished at least some of your goals. All right. Overgeneralization. Because it worked out badly one time, it will work out badly every time. No, it won't. Sometimes basically it means if you don't succeed, try again. All right, so that's basically all it means. Mental filter, allowing a single small negative detail to block out all the good details. It means just being picky, just that one little minute problem, and then that's it, and that's it. You're done. Yeah, no. It's just one little small problem. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Recognize the whole, not the one. All right. Disqualifying the positive, saying that positive experience or evidence don't count for some reason. Actually, they do. They actually do mean something. They mean a lot. They mean they mean a lot. It does count. All right. Next one is mind reading, assuming other people think negatively of you without evidence. I'm guilty of that a little bit. I'm guilty of that. I'm a little bit guilty of that. Yeah. I don't have any examples of that, but I am very guilty of that. Fortune telling, making a negative prediction and then taking it as an established fact before the fact. Yeah, that's also one. Catastrophizing is exaggerating the importance of a minor mistake. Minimizing is disregarding the importance of your qualities or accomplishments. Emotional justification, meaning I feel hopeless, therefore things are hopeless. Should, must, and ought, disregarding the way things are in favor of how things should be. Mislabeling, I failed once, so I'm a total failure, or he was mean to me once, he's a fucking asshole. No, that's personalization, taking credit for things you don't actually have control over. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so it's saying when you catch yourself thinking this way, take a step back and ask yourself, is this really true, or am I stuck in a loop? Which happens to me. So simple stories are inherently false. Life is complicated, and perspective matters. When life seems overwhelming, remember the Buddhist saying, the correct way to eat an elephant is one bite at a time. That is actually true. And also, it also says you can handle this. So, yeah. All right. Now this one is meaning what to say, what not to say to a friend experiencing mental health problems. One is you need to get out more. Another one is it's all in your mind. Another one is but you have nothing even. But you have nothing even. Okay, this is misspelled here. These I think some of these are misspelled. But you have nothing even to worry about. Yeah, I know. This is I'm taking this off the internet, so I'm having problems. All right, stop complaining all the time. I will say that a lot. I always knew you had a problem. You don't want to say that. That's horrible. There's nothing even wrong with you, but I'm not going to get into it. Stop looking for attention. You don't look anxious or depressed. You aren't pushing yourself enough. It sounds like you're going crazy. You don't need to stop feeling sorry for yourself. Oh, well, no, wait. No, I misread that. You need to stop feeling sorry for yourself. No one ever said life was fair. You're always so negative. It's your own fault. Things aren't that bad. Things could be so much worse. Just snap out of it and get over yourself. Yeah, those are things you really don't want to be saying to someone who has mental health problems. But in light, I do have some slides that I do want to show you how to help people with mental health problems. Here's one. Suicide Prevention Lifeline. There's the number right there. There's the website right there that basically help people who are going through mental health problems and feel like they need to kill themselves. You could just call this number 1-800-273-8255, and they can help you, and they can hook you up with someone that they can talk to. Another one is crisis text line. Actually, I saw this online. You can text someone for help with a crisis. You can text home to 741-741, and they'll help, and they can hook you up. They'll hook you up with someone. Another one, which I just learned a couple of days ago, is called BetterHelp.com. I've heard Philip DeFranco advertise this. It's been advertised on Wall Street Journal, Fox 5, Chicago Tribune, Entrepreneur, those all kinds of stuff, all kinds of magazines. BetterHelp.com. They can give you, they can hook you up with a affordable counseling. It could be private at any time, anywhere, on your phone or in person, or even through a chat, because that could help you. I heard it's like $35 a month, and that could help you get started with get some counseling for your mental issues. What I actually want to do now is I want to actually go to my player, and because I have some videos that I wanted to show y'all about how video games can also help. So I'm going to do that for how much time I have. Anybody want to share a little bit? Got some things they want to talk about? Anyone can see that? Okay. Okay.
Give me an entire TLDR of your kettle right now.
Okay, actually, you know what? I'm actually going to address a little bit how some games could actually will actually, yeah. You know what? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna talk about there are some games out there that actually address mental health. One game is my favorite, and I know it's yours. Persona 5. Yes, Persona 5. That actually addresses the mental health problem. A lot of characters. One actually I've taken a liking to is Futaba Sakura. Yeah,
Okay. Not best girl, but she is her man.
she's your waifu. Is she your waifu?
She's my inner self.
Yeah. Oh man. She was dealing with so much problems. What her problem was is that she felt like that she was her mom's problem. Her mom's boulder, and that she thought that she was the one who killed her mother because she thought that her mom jumped in front of a car, and then some guys in black read off her suicide note, which happened to be false. And so all this time, she thought that she was the one who killed. Futaba thought she was the one who killed her mother, and she was feeling that guilt all this time. And so what happened was, she just shut herself in a room and just felt like she needed to die because she thought it was her fault that her mother killed herself, but it really wasn't. Another example of how a video game can address mental health is I haven't really had much experience with it, but I've heard about it. Life is Strange. That actually addresses mental health problems. I've heard it's really good. You should check it out. Let's see what other games that I know that actually can. Oh yeah, Spec Ops: The Line. That actually is a shooter game. That's a military shooter game. What it is basically deals with a guy going through PTSD, hallucinations, and depression and whatnot. And in the end is a real big twist, and it is just weird. It's just amazing. So, yeah. So, looks like my time is up. Okay. Thank you everyone for coming to my panel. Hopefully y'all remember that. Wait, it's still not up. I'm still having issues. I'm sorry, but anyway, yeah, I did have a last page I wanted to show to cite my references, but hold on, let me see if I can actually bring that up. And no, I cannot. All right, well, hold on. Wah, wah. Okay, there it is. Yeah, okay, there it is. Those are my references right there. Those are the references I use to actually talk about and research the video games and the benefits of how video games can help mental health and everything. Also, my last page right here is that's basically me right there. That's basically me in a nutshell right there. As you can see, I am not wearing my armor right now. I feel so naked. Don't even look at me. I'm hideous. But anyway, yeah, that's my time. I'm done. I'm out. Thank you all for coming.